it is not as simple as saying, oh, let's tax the rich. There are real consequences for the people that we're trying to protect, i.e., or I should say, that Engliston is trying to protect, the poor and the marginalized.
Turnquest was responding to Engliston MP Glenys Hanna-Martin, who questioned why government didn't place a higher cap on the amount of real property taxes it is able to collect from homeowners in affluent communities such as Lyford Cay. Hanna-Martin argued that it is only fair for wealthy second homeowners to pay taxes the same way Bahamians have to. However, Turnquest contended that the potential tax liability, often in the millions of dollars, could have the effect of driving second homeowners to build elsewhere.
You have some properties, Mr. Speaker, some houses where the value of that home, if we remove that $50,000 cap, they now could be paying millions of dollars in property tax. Again, for those persons who come here on a seasonal basis, they start to make the value judgment. Is the Bahamas the best place for me to go to invest?
Last year, the Ministry of Finance reversed its decision to change the definition of owner-occupied properties, which would have increased property taxes on properties not occupied for at least 6 months out of the year, after a letter from the Lyford Cay Property Owners Association warned that this change would cause high-net-worth property owners in the exclusive gated community to sell their properties and leave the Bahamas. Members of the opposition slammed the move, calling it a stark contrast to the treatment of Bahamians who were outraged over a 60% increase in value-added tax last year. The GDP impact of Lyford Cay residents is estimated at around $215 million.
Somebody was just telling me today that the Bahamas ranks, I think it's either number 1 or number 2 in foreign direct investment in the region. That is something that we have to protect because, again, this means jobs, this means support of various industries. So we can't take this lightly and just say, let's tax one sector more because they can afford it.
Critics of the less than 5-year-old value-added tax regime say it is a regressive tax that takes a larger percentage of income from low-income earners than from high-income earners. On the other hand, a progressive tax system imposes a higher tax rate on the wealthy when compared to the poor. Turnquest says the impact of increasing taxes on the rich would negatively impact poorer Bahamians.
We do not have a progressive tax system in this country at this point. And any move towards a progressive tax system is going to require tremendous consultation, significant detailed analysis. And
the government has long been accused by the opposition and some of its own of taxing the poor while lobbying for special interests. PLP Deputy Leader Chester Cooper said in Parliament last week that the rich get loopholes while the poor get duty reductions on pens, pencils and crayons. Reporting for Our News, I'm Jared Higgs.
Phones are good, but why have